So hello fellow coin collectors, how you going? This is Glenn, back with some Hungarian coins. So these were the coins issued during the communist regime of Hungary, which lasted until 1990 when it actually just became a parliamentary democratic republic. And as you can see, we have a whole lot of denominations. So the currency as it is now is the forint equals 100 filler. So here we have the 1 forint coin, and then we have the filler coins, and you'll see that the lowest coin they actually issued was 2 filler, and that is something that's not unique to Hungary. There are some other countries actually issued a 2. And when I actually get those coins, I'll actually point them out to you. So, Hungary actually became a communist country pretty much after the Second World War because the Soviets actually occupied the country. And as we know, they changed all the governments from a democratically elected government or a dictatorship that was beforehand to a communist, pretty much dictatorship. And the previous currency, the pengo, actually suffered from hyperinflation, and this currency was introduced to stabilize the situation and to remove the hyperinflation from the actual currency. But I've actually made other videos on Hungary's previous pengo hyperinflated banknotes, so maybe I'll put a link up the top. So the smallest coin we have, this is 2 filler, then we have the 5 filler, and these 2 coins actually ceased to be minted after 1972. So 1973 they're only issued in sets, and up until I think 1996 when they were no longer minted, they were all in sets. Then we have the 10, 20 and 50 filler. They were pretty much stopped being issued in the early 90s. And the other coins, the 1, 2, 5, 10 and 20 forint, pretty much were used from their first introduction to they were replaced with smaller coins in the 90s. So on the 2 filler we have a reef, and as you can see there, it actually looks like quite a nice coin. And this coin actually come from a set because it is dated 1983, as you can see here. And this coin has a mintage of 30,000. Well, because it has a mintage of 30,000, you would expect that it'll probably be an expensive coin. But no, you can actually pick them up for like $1 or $2, these ones. So this coin was first introduced in aluminium in 1950. And in 1946 and 47 they were actually a brass coin. So this indicates not that there was inflation, because communist coins, they pretty much minted in whatever metal they wanted, but probably it was a lot cheaper to mint in aluminium than brass, and also to reflect its value at the time as well. Then we have the 5 filler. This was first minted in 1948, and it lasted up until 1992, which was the last year of mintage. As you can see, it's BP up the top for Budapest, and it has what I believe is could be grape leaves around the outside. So on this side we have a female with a headdress in Hungarian style. And if you're not too familiar, Hungarians actually been occupying the Hungarian plain for about 1,000 years. So this style would have developed in situ where they actually live now. And if you know anything about the language, Hungarian is actually part of the Finno-Ugric group, so it's not an Indo-European, so it's actually different than all the languages around it. And it's very interesting to actually know about different family groups of languages. So this is a 1955, has a mintage of about 6 million, and pretty much in uncirculated it's probably worth about $1. Then we have the 10 filler. This was first introduced in 1946 in aluminium bronze, and in 1950 it was changed to aluminium that we have now. And as you can see, this side's actually pretty plain, and it was last minted in 1996. So as you can see, we have a dove carrying an olive branch, basically representing the end of the Second World War and peace. So the dove actually represents peace, and the International Year of Peace actually used a dove as their effigy. So 1970 had a mintage of 28 million, 28.5 million really. And that's pretty much a mid-range of the mintage. So there is no rare coins. Actually, no, there is. 1967 is actually rare, only 5,000. So that's the one you should actually get. And this coin here in uncirculated is probably worth about $1. So in this grade it'll be worth less. And then we have the 20 filler. As you can see, it's pretty similar in design to the 10. And this coin was also first issued in aluminium bronze in 1946. And in 1953 it was introduced as an aluminium coin, which we have here. Now there were copper nickel coins issued for sets in 66, 67, they're pretty low mintage. And this one's 1989, so it's the last year in which I had NEP. So in 1990 they actually they took away the NEP, and they just had the rest of the inscription. And Mega is actually Hungarian for Hungary. The only coin you actually really want to get is in 1971, which has a mixed date, so it has 79711, which the date doesn't exist yet. Sometime 5,000 years in the future, or 6,000 years. And that one has a mintage of about 11,000, so it's actually a really good coin to actually get. And here we have some wheat. So down the bottom would have had an inscription. It's not minted on the coins, but that's what the design would be. Then we have the 50 filler. This coin was actually first minted in 1948, not with this design, but with another one, which I do not have. But this design was first issued in 1967. And as you can see, it is a pretty boring design. Just it has a value and a plant in the back, and I wonder if that is actually olive leaves tied up together. And they all have a mint mark. Even the current Hungarian coins says Buda and Budapest, which used to be two separate towns, but are now combined into one capital. And on the back we have the Elizabeth Bridge in Budapest. So you can actually see that now, and looks quite a modern bridge. And then we have the 1 foreign. So this coin, well, this reverse design has actually been in circulation from 1946 up until 1996. Actually 1990, sorry, not 96. In 1992 they actually changed it to the current, or the previous small coin, which was withdrawn in 2008. Oh, 11 years. So this coin's no longer legal tender. The coins at a higher value actually are. And the only difference is this one has the coat of arms that was in use since from 1957 to 1990. And the previous issues actually had different types of coat of arms. And as you can see, it has a Hungarian flag on it. It has wheat going around and the communist star at the top, shiny, radiating down. So that's pretty much a normal communist type of coat of arms. Okay, here we have the 2 foreign. So this was first issued as aluminium in 1946. And this coin here was first introduced in 1970 and was last minted in 1990. Previously, there were this 2 foreign coin in copper, nickel, and zinc. And this coin was last minted in 1966. So as you can see, this is one of the previous coat of arms that was used from 1950 to 57, and this coin has a pretty high mintage of 18,500,000. As you can see, the coat of arms doesn't have a shield with a flag on it. It has a hammer and wheat, but pretty much it is fairly similar to the other coat of arms that we saw before. And also, as you can see on the side, there's nice wavy patterns, which makes this coin actually more attractive than it actually would be if it was just plain or reeded. So that's actually something very creative that I actually like in coins. And not too many Hungarian coins that I've seen actually have this type of pattern. So if you're going to get a coin from Hungary, get the 2 foreign, because yeah, this side is actually something to look at. And here we have the obverse of the 2 foreign coin. And the good thing about this coin is actually also the indentures here, which actually makes it pretty interesting to me. I actually quite like this coin. They could have put a pattern on the side to make it more interesting, but this is actually good enough, and I have not actually seen any other coin that actually has this type of patternation on it. It's also on this side as well. So that is what makes the 2 foreign coin interesting to me. So unlike other communist countries, in 1946, Hungary issued a 5 foreign in silver, and the silver coin lasted pretty much up until 1967, in which they changed it to a copper nickel coin. Was there any other communist countries use silver? No. I think Poland did. Pretty much most of the others issued either base metal or they issued coins in aluminium. But in 1971, so this large coin was actually introduced. So this one is what date is that on the coin? The light reflection, 1971, so that's the first year of issue. And this coin was actually a nickel coin, so as you can see there. And in 1983, they actually reduced the size from 24.3 millimeters to 23.4 millimeters, which is a 0.9 of a millimeter taken off. And on the back, we have Kossuth, who is actually a Hungarian hero. If you want to read more information about him, go to Wikipedia, type in Kossuth, and you can actually, there's a whole article and a lot of articles coming off it. It's actually very interesting. So this is a 1971, and it had a mintage of 20 million. So pretty much a pretty common coin in uncirculated, probably worth about $1. Has reading on it, and the coins you actually want to get are 1973 to 75, and 77, which are low mintage. In uncirculated, definitely worth more than $1. Probably like $5 or $10. So if you can get those, because they are very low mintage, about 50 to 100,000 coins each. And then we have the smaller coin in copper and nickel, and this is the first year of issue. So it has 15,240,000. Probably only $1 in uncirculated. Although on eBay and other coins shops, you're not going to pay $1. You're probably going to pay $5 or $10 in uncirculated for any coin, pretty much. And the only coin you're really looking for here is the 1987 30,000. Obviously only a mint set issues, but really it's the coin to actually get. And the 1990, which was the first issue from the Republic of Hungary. So after communism, only 10,000, and that's pretty much the coin that you want to get. Okay. So as you can see, the 10 foreign coin actually come in a large nickel coin and a smaller aluminium bronze coin, and there was actually a change in size, as you can see quite well. This smaller coin, aluminium bronze, is actually 25.5 millimeters, and the larger coin is 28 millimeters, which is actually the largest coin issued by the communists and it was first issued in 1971. This one's 1972 and it has a mintage of about 25 million. Most of the mintage of this larger coin was actually pretty small. The 1973 to 75, 78 and 82 are the ones to get. 82 only had 30,000, so if you get that one, it should be in uncirculated because it's only issued in a set, and it actually has a higher value than these ones. So 71, 72 had the highest minted, so they actually would have the lowest value, probably about $4 or $5 in uncirculated. And it has the Communist coat of arms, as you can see there. And on the back we have, as you can see, the Strawball monument. Wooding holding up a frond, so fern frond, with both hands, and she's has the sun and its rays in the background. And as you can see there, it's a typical type of communist monument. And this is actually on top of a large colonnade. It's actually quite a large monument, and it was first erected in 1947 by the Soviets for the liberation of Hungary, and it's in Jalert Hill in Budapest. So that's where that monument is. And then we have this smaller aluminium bronze coin, 6 grams. So this one, the lowest mint coin was actually 1988 with 5 million, and that's pretty much a high minted coin. This one had about 37 million. You know, it circulates only probably about $5. So really, it's a pretty common coin. And on the back, we have pretty much the same monument that's in Budapest in Hungary. But on the side, you can see this one has nice patination, and the other coin also has the same patination on it as well. So you put them both together, you can see there. And that's what actually makes this coin interesting. So then we have the last coin issued by the Communists, and this is the 20 foreign. And as you can see, it is a copper nickel coin, and it was first introduced in 1982. It weighs 7 grams and it's 26.8 millimeters. And on the side, it is actually reeded, and it is 1.75 millimeters thick, so nearly 2. So this is dated 1985, has a mintage of 20 million. Is there any coins that are worth getting? 1987, 88, 30,000 each, so issued in sets. If you can get those, they should be worth more than, I don't know, the $2 or $3 in uncirculated that this coin comes in. So on this side we have the coat of arms, we have patterns on the side, the denomination and date, and the mint mark. And on this side we have Georgi Duza. Not too sure how to pronounce that. And he was born in 1470 and died in 1514. And he's famous for the peasant revolt against the Hungarian kingdom's land nobility. So obviously there would have been quite a lot of peasants' revolts because they were sick and tired of being taxed and told what to do by the freeloafers, the people who actually do nothing. And he was part of that revolt. And eventually he was captured and executed along with a lot of his followers, but because he was for the people, he's actually known as a liberator. So that's why he's on the communist coins, because he suits the communist ideology of uplifting the peasantry and allowing them to have equality with those who actually had all the money beforehand. So all in all, these coins can actually get probably most of them for like $1 or $2. In this condition, you probably can pick them up for at least $1 each. In uncirculated, probably about $4 or $5, unless they're low mint. And they're actually quite a nice series to get. They're one of my favourite series, even though they're actually quite a common coin. I'll leave a link down below to Hungarian coins on eBay, because they have quite a lot of selection that you can actually choose from. Anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. Have an awesome coin collecting time, people, and take care. Bye bye.